Hello and welcome to Austin, Texas, one of our favorite stops on the tour. And today, Darrell K. Royal Stadium is packed and revved up, ready to make noise with the Texas Longhorns. Both teams have circled this game on their schedule. Two of college football's elite colliding here in a matchup of top 5 teams early in the season. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 5th-ranked team, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The Buckeyes will kick this deep to get us going. Bringing it out, it's Butler. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Hand it off. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line. Attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Looking to pass. It's Manning. Running back grabs it on a screen. Finds room at the 30. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up for the first down.
Chris, as this play was unfolding, the only thing I wanted to know was he going to get the ball over the defense to the running back. Once the back caught the ball, look out. Big yards ahead.
New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looking for some space. It's Baxter. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Man, the quarterback got nailed there, Chris. We'll have to take another look. He gets the ball out, but he took a big hit. This offensive line has got to do a better job of taking care of their superstar if they want to have a chance to win this game.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
So on 4th down now, out comes the field goal unit. This will be an attempt from 52 yards. Let's see if he's got the distance. He missed it. And with that miss, the score will stay right where it is.
Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal and 3 points, but instead, he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
Opening play of the drive, he looks right for a completion. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Out of bounds at the 45. That's a first down for the offense.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Gets rid of it on the move. Receiver looks it in. It's complete.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Catch made on the out route. That's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Nice throw and catch here for the Buckeyes. You know, Chris, it's hard to think of a time when Ohio State didn't have an efficient and prolific quarterback under center.
He hands it off from the gun. And that's a solid gain before the defense is able to bring him down.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
The game makes it second and medium. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Lets it fly to the wideout. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. Going the other way. Can they stop him? Steps out after a crucial takeaway. This could be a big turning point.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive, and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
Quarterback still with the football. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Boy, this offense does such a great job of putting the threat of the quarterback and the running back on this defense. It puts the defense in a tough spot because it's really hard to take both away. This time, the quarterback gets out and shows you the speed he has as well.
Scanning the field. It's Manning. They've got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Second and long for this offense after the sack. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Pressure comes, and once again, no escape.
Chris, that's another sack for this guy. That's back-to-back plays. This guy's been able to get to this quarterback. Man, he is in a zone and feeling good right now. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm either rolling away from that guy or you got to think about double-teaming him just to keep him out of the backfield.
It's third and a mile. Dropping back to throw. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now fourth down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
And they'll just down it right here.
Well, the coverage unit does their job here. They're fired up, and they should be. Of course, the punter got some help from his friend, the football, right? What a kick to set them up in a good spot for the defense to go to work.
He's going to hand this off. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. The Buckeyes will crank up the tempo. Ball handed off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, if somebody talks about a play being blown up, this is a great example of that. That's exhibit A for how to be physical on defense.
And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Looking for his big tight end. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. Return to pick 6. Touchdown, Longhorns. 6. A monster play by this defensive crew.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
And they tack on the extra point. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Fielded in the end zone. It's Graham. Tried to make something happen on the return, but steps out at the 23. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. They'll run it to the left. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Second down, they're going to throw it. And they heave it deep downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. And they're finally able to bring him down. That's a big momentum play to wrap up the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Texas 7, Ohio State 0.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. One man in the backfield, and he'll get the football. You make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. Takes the handoff again. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. Buckeyes will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Looking for his big tight end. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a 1st and goal.
Nice play-action call here by this offensive coordinator. You can freeze those linebackers just for a split second. Usually that's going to give you enough room to be able to get that tight end behind them. And if the quarterback can make a nice tight throw like this, pick up some big yards.
Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. On 2nd and goal, they'll give him another chance.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now 3rd down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that A-gap and try to overpower that defensive front.
And this big crowd doing everything possible to inspire this defense down here near the goal line. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Buckeyes. They trust their offensive line. That time, quarterback just sneaks it across.
Yeah, there's no reason to actually make this more complex than it needs to be. Snap, quarterback gets behind those linemen, gets behind them, finds a little crease, and gets 6.
And they get set now to try the PAT. And it's up and good.
The extra point is good. That ties the game.
Here's the kickoff team now. He's set to boot this one away.
Texas.
And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. The Longhorns offense takes the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. On the run, it's Baxter. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Here's the second down play. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Receivers are bunched together. To throw, it's Manning. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive. The best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
He's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
The sophomore able to bring him down quickly. The Buckeyes hustle to the line to run the hurry up.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
You don't want to waste this good field position, but it's 3rd down and long. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the 1st down. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. 3rd down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
So 4th down and 12. The offense is on the field to go for it. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. He's going for a big play downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here.
Chris, this is a great example of the awareness for both sides of the ball. The offense knowing where the 1st down marker is on 4th and long, and they're able to get to it. But the defense also has to know. They got to prevent the receiver from getting to the marker, and they're unable to do it here.
Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The extra point is good, so it's 14-7.
That makes the score Ohio State 14, Texas 7.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Set to kick off.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. The last possession, they came up empty, went for it on 4th down in their end and got stopped. Trying to find some room. It's Baxter. Stopped after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Well, another short game for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire 1st half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
Back to throw. It's Manning. Fires it to the wideout. It's caught downfield. They make the stop, but not before a solid game that time. That's the 2-minute warning here before halftime as the offense tries to cut into this lead. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll change the pre-snap look now. First down, looking to throw the ball. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Oh, and a chance at an interception in the end zone. Could not quite hold on to the ball. It's going to be second down.
And this quarterback is a stud. I looked at him all week and thought he had a chance to light up the scoreboard. But if the defense can put that kind of pressure on him, that's how you slow him down today.
Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. He's escaping the pocket now. Short pass finds the tight end.
And that is always the toughest thing for a defense, when you cover the initial routes by the receivers, but then they start their second routes adjusting to the quarterback scramble, and they're able to get open. And when you have a quarterback who can run around and buy time, it makes it so much tougher on coverage.
And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down. Longhorns begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Cannot escape, and down he goes.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
Quick throw to the left. He makes the grab. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Just excellent execution here by the offense. They've set themselves up nicely now into the red zone to see if they can come up with a touchdown.
That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. To throw, it's Manning. And that one's picked off. What a play. And they tackle him right there, but that's a turnover.
Well, a mistake by the quarterback of putting that up in the air, but a great play by the free safety. You know, you sit back and cover three. The center fielder is the free safety. He's got his eyes on the quarterback, and when that ball is released, he's got to show an athletic ability to be able to go find the football and come down with it for an interception.
The pass rush closing in. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Well, everybody talks about sacks, and they're very important, but sometimes just the rush, the pressure, affecting the quarterback is just as effective. He didn't have a clean throwing lane, and they forced the incompletion.
Second down after the incompletion. From the gun, he looks for an open man. He'll take a deep shot here. That deep shot is caught for a big gain.
This is really what separates a good running back from a great running back. Instead of just being a check down or a possibility involved in the screen game, this guy's actual wide receiver lined up in the backfield. That time you could see the versatility and what he brings to the table. He can come up with a big play.
The offense really clicking against this embattled defense. And looking to throw now on first down. And now another deep ball here. And it's caught. Touchdown, Buckeyes. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good. They're pulling ahead now, 21-7. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime.
Texas.
Bringing it out, it's Butler. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over.
Texas Longhorns will take over. 1st and 10.
The Longhorns offense takes the field. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead or play it safe. He's running out of time here. Got him. He's sacked.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. You got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
The offense will look to regroup here at 2nd and 11. Looking to pass. It's Manning. Bringing pressure. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime.
Timeout, Ohio State.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Direct snap to the back. He's not going to get the first down. It's 4th down. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime.
Ohio State.
The Longhorns will bring their punt team on the field now. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. And the ball is away from inside the 10. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Ohio State 21, Texas 7.
The Longhorns will kick this away to begin the second half.
Kick this one away. Texas.
Not an ideal kickoff as it heads out of bounds. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking to make a big play downfield. Catch is made way down inside the 30. Tackle is finally made, but it's down to the 28-yard line.
Boy, what a throw and catch again by the Ohio State Buckeye offense. You think about how Ohio State has been able to really grow over the years. Go back and think about Chris Carter back in the 80s and Joey Galloway in the 90s. And, of course, most recently with Garrett Wilson and Chris Olave, Jackson Smith and Jigba. So many great receivers. And it's been...
Here's a shot toward the end zone. Caught near the goal line. Stopped short of the touchdown, but the offense is set up now 1st and goal.
A lot of times college quarterbacks, they're more comfortable working to the outside. Here's an example of a quarterback with a full field read, and he hits a big play in the middle.
The Buckeyes looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And the crowd coming to life here trying to help this defense down in the red zone. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, that's what we call assignment football by the defense. They took away the back inside, and there's a perfect play to be able to stop an athletic quarterback on the option.
And the crowd really making some noise now, trying to help out this defense to get this stop near the goal line. 3rd and goal, they'll try to run it in. Touchdown, Ohio State. This offense really clicking. See if they can convert the point after. The extra point makes it 28-7.
That makes the score Ohio State.
Getting set to kick the ball off now.
Texas.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Butler. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here.
Texas Longhorns will take over 1st and
the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Runs through the defender. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there.
That's a football play right there, Chris. This one takes me back a little bit. Toss sweep to the right. Get the ball into your back's hands. Get a lot of people out in front. Control the line of scrimmage. How about the wide receivers? They're doing a nice job blocking downfield. Almost felt like half the offense was out in front of him, giving him a chance to pick up some big yards.
To throw, it's Manning. Looking to scramble. On the run, he'll let it go. He's got his man in the open field. Tackle made after a big gain.
Boy, the tight end here just gets lost in coverage. Quarterback does a good job of kind of working through his progressions. He sees that tight end, his eyes light up, makes a great throw and a big gain for this offense.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Longhorns line up on 1st and 10 now. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to throw it on 1st down. It's an out route, the catch made, and it's out of bounds after a decent gain.
Well, when you run that out route, it's going to end up very close to the sideline. Love his awareness to realize not only keep his eyes on the football, but where he is on the field. He gets his toe down before he goes out of bounds for the catch.
Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Grab behind the line. It's Baxter. They don't convert. In fact, he's tackled for a loss on that 3rd down play.
Well, obviously, you're going to throw the football on 3rd down. But man, they complete that pass and lose yardage to set up this big 4th down.
Fourth down. He's throwing for it. He's moving out of the pocket. And it's incomplete under heavy pressure. A big 4th down stop.
Well, I'm not surprised they decided to throw the football here on 4th down, but how about the defense doing their job, especially up front, getting in those passing lanes and just knocking the ball down? Not exactly what this offense envisioned and how this play would work out.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. He's picked for a 3rd time tonight. Touchdown, Texas. And the defense joins the party with a pick 6. And the interception taken to the house. A pick 6, potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick 6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. The extra point is good. Still a 2-touchdown deficit, 28-14. Now they get set to kick it away.
Texas.
Bringing it out. It's Graham. Steps out of bounds at the 19. That's where they'll start the drive. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back through a pick 6 in the last possession. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. And he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Tackle at the 35, good enough for a first down.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
It's a keeper. Defense stops him short of the first down marker, and that'll do it for the third quarter of play.
The end of the third quarter of play with the score, Ohio State 28, Texas 14.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. He cannot escape the defense with a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And he'll drop back here on third down. He escapes the sack. He's moving out of the pocket now. He'll take a deep shot here. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. That's a big gain deep into enemy territory. Ball down near the 30.
Man, they're already up big in this game, and now they're taking shots downfield. They're just looking to pour it on right now. Still throwing the football, and vertical shots to boot.
And there's the handoff. Finding space at the 20. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Boy, this offense just seems to get more confident as this football game is played out. They've got a nice lead. Here they are in the fourth quarter, just working that clock, possessing the football, and trying to get out of here with a nice, solid victory.
And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
Great job by the running back is staying inbounds to continue to work that clock, working here in the fourth quarter with the lead. You got that defense getting closer and closer to their goal line. They are backed up, and they are desperate. They've got to make a play here. The offense just has to take care of the ball, a chance to really secure victory here.
And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
And it's just a thing of beauty to watch this offense. That's this guy's third touchdown. But give the offensive line a lot of credit. They're getting enough of a push to give him some room to show you what he can do with that space.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away.
Texas 14.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense takes the field. The last time they went forward on fourth down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Breaking free at the 35. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Had been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
Solid game. They'll spot the ball at the 49. First down. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And he just throws it away incomplete. Didn't see anybody open. Going to bring up second down.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
To the air, it's Manning. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And the deep shot falls incomplete, but there's a penalty marker on the field.
Man, playing defensive back has got to be the toughest job out there right now in college football. You get isolated on islands against these freaky, talented receivers. It's hard enough to be able to stay up with them and try to make a play on the ball, and often you end up bumping them downfield and you get a call like this.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback leaves the pocket, on the move now. Receiver makes the grab, and he'll be brought down.
I really like what this defensive coordinator is doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds so that clock will keep ticking.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. So they have to come up with something here on 3rd down after the incompletion. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Touchdown, Longhorns. This passing game is on fire today. Looked like a total bust there. Easy pitch and catch like you'd see in a Tuesday practice.
Yeah, that quarterback's eyes must have lit up on that play because you've got one of your players way downfield without any defender around him.
The PAT is no good. Wow. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Fielded in the end zone. It's Graham. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. Linebackers moving around trying to confuse the offense. He stopped just short of that 1st down marker, inches away from it.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all 3 to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
Oh, look at the quick cut. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
That's another good run here by this back. You know, he's been inside, he's been outside. At times he's had to be patient, showing his vision. He now has 97 yards on the ground today. A few more carries, he's likely going to go over the century mark.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Missed his receiver. It's incomplete.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
2nd down after that previous play. And the back now goes in motion. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's 3rd down.
He's looking for that deep completion. I love the chunk play. I love the idea of being aggressive. They just come up empty.
3rd down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Oh, and another incompletion.
Chris, I just don't know about this call. I like the aggressive approach, but at this point, late in the game, playing with the lead, 3rd down and long, maybe you run the ball. You know, work that clock. Continue to think about the big picture. Now you're facing 4th down and long, and I think you got to punt it away and hope the defense can secure a victory.
4th down, looking to throw for it. Looking for the wideout. It's incomplete. The defense makes a big 4th down stop. And that's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. Okay, the Texas offense offense comes back out on the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective, moving right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Dropping back. It's Manning. There's a shot toward the end zone. Oh, and it's incomplete. He flat out dropped what would have been a touchdown. Second down coming up now.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Looking to pass here on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Carter. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first. A new set of downs after that completion. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting earhole. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch. Get a little bit closer to the marker. Third down play here out of the shotgun. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Texas.
What a score by this offense. And the greatest thing, Chris, is they still left themselves a little bit of time. And now you think an onside kick, if they can recover it, you never know.
What if they got cooked up for this two-point conversion attempt? Here's the snap, looking to throw. The two-point conversion is good. That makes this a 7-point game. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly.
Chris, as you know, the chances are you're not going to recover these, but still, the hands team deserves a lot of credit for executing and coming up with the ball. You can't overstate the importance of a good special teams unit.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. The defense has all 3 timeouts remaining, so they have to run a couple of plays here. Keep it on the ground to work the clock here. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Second and long, but you would expect another run here to try to bleed the clock. Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And tackled there by the defense. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. That run sets up an important third down call for this offense. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
With this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
First down, looking to throw the football. Contact as he threw it. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. Buckeyes enter the final minute of play, just hoping to run the clock out now. Oh, it's snapped to the back. Tackled after a 3-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 7. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Now here's the toss play. Defense able to stop him. It's 4th down now. Coach elects to try for 3 points and sends out the field goal unit. This is important, a chance to extend the lead deep here in the 4th quarter. And that is no good. After the miss, it's still a 7-point lead.
Now that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Kicker.
Offense needs points quickly here, trying to dial up some explosive plays. Let's see what they got called. Off the play fake on 1st down. Quick throw to his receiver. And it's complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline. A really entertaining one. It was fun one to call. They get the W, Kirk, in a shootout.
Not much to criticize for either